Hello and welcome to the second installment of Horror Vision 2020 with your hosts Tommy Brunswick and James Lewis. Today we'd like to welcome our guest, the ever so handsome and all too dashing director and producer of Clown Motel, Bloody Island, and Community Service, Joseph Kelly.
This is Joseph Kelly. Thank you from Clown Motel 2. And what was the name of the other movie?
Bloody Island and Community Service.
Bloody Island Community Service. Yes. Lots of horror movies. So thanks so much for joining us. I know right now you are in the Kickstarter for Clown Motel, right?
Yep, that is correct. 6 days left, so almost there. Long
Awesome.
50 days.
Good. And you do great with those Kickstarters. I'm like in awe of you. There's like a few people like you that do really well with it. So I think it's because you have a good audience.
Yeah, it's just learning stuff. You know, when I first started 10 years ago, it was pretty much, you start and raise only 2,000, 5,000, and just increase from there, and just bring your backers, your past investors with you, because they want to be involved with you again. So yeah, what's up?
Yeah,
that's cool.
Pay them off and they'll come back for more.
Yeah. So can you tell us a little bit about how you got started in just making movies?
Just making movies, yeah. No, it was 6th grade Spanish class. How to do a presentation. I wasn't good at Spanish. So I'm like, hey, can I just do the video at home? So it's the first time I actually bought a camera, like $150. It's one of those Sony Hi8 cameras.
Yeah.
And pretty much picked up from there, just learned and did film classes in high school, college. And just got in the industry from there. And it was all, history from there.
Yeah. So you're an actor also, correct?
Technically, more in the production side. I always like to do, little cameos in my films, but I'm trying to branch off into the acting side, along with being a stand-in a few years ago for John Cena. That was pretty cool. And doing one scene with Lady Gaga. So, yeah.
That's cool. Oh, for Star is Born, right?
Star is Born, yeah.
That's cool. That's really cool. We were talking to another guest, Vince. Say his last name. I never say it right. What's Vince's last name? Lozano. And he was on American Horror Story, and he talked about Lady Gaga because he was
nice.
with her. So she was really cool.
Yeah, she was.
That's cool. That's cool.
You hanging in there through this whole quarantine? You staying busy?
Yeah, staying busy as can be. We were like right in the middle of the campaign when this all hit us and stuff. But I mean, it's a good time. I finished the script. I'm working on another script now, getting a lot of pre-production done. And
is that Friday the 13th? That Leia? What's that Friday the 13th? Leia?
That was the short film we did. So we're actually on the film for Clown Motel, and one of the producers, he wanted his daughter to do like a little skit with Ari Lehman, the first Jason Voorhees.
Yeah.
So we just did a quick 3-minute video. Never released it, but maybe I'll release it this week.
That's always good.
I see Mindy Robinson. I worked with her on a movie called The Distraction. I think she's in Clown Motel 2 or
Yeah, she's a good one. I worked with her on Bloody Island, my second feature, and then she'll be one of the main female military specialists in this.
Cool.
Dude, that girl pumps out movies like I don't even know how she does it.
Well, 200, 300 already.
Oh wow! I don't even know. I better look her up.
And she was just kind of starting. I think we worked in 2013 on Abstraction, and she's done 100 films since then.
Yeah, that's.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
2012, I think. And then and then she's dating Randy Couture, so.
Yeah, that helps, I guess. Yeah, it's true.
I'm sorry. Who is Randy Couture?
A pretty big UFC fighter.
Oh, he's a fighter. That's why.
Yeah, a retired fighter. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
He was in the Expendables and stuff too. Yeah, so he became, he's one of those guys at Stallone's crew.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Oh, Stallone's crew. We just heard a whole story about Stallone. That's good. So, the movie the Clown Motel 2 that you're doing, do you have distribution for that, or you're going to shop it around? Because your Clown Motel 1 is doing great.
Yeah, I could say yes or no. We did get offers already, from
Good.
people who actually just sold the Clown Theater Lionsgate. They already messaged us a few times. IT and distribution, who we're with right now, they showed interest, and we have a couple other ones. And from our mutual friends, we're going to see how they do with their distribution. Shop it around, of course, and I guess the highest bidder.
Good. And
What?
the thing right now, everybody needs content. So you are in a great position right now.
Oh, yes. Even with that, I just got done producing on Compatible. So we finished filming about a month prior to all this happening.
Yeah.
So now we're actually in post-production. So while everyone's sitting at home, when this is all over, we'll have another film to throw out, hopefully this Halloween. So.
Awesome. So I still have a bunch of things that I want to work with you on. With all of this, I've been trying to figure out what to do. The Motor City Nightmares has been pushed to July for now. So
Yes.
I still would love you guys to come out and, do promo and stuff for it, because you'll probably sell out of the Clown Motel stuff, because, my Motor City Nightmares, one of the mascots is Nightmare the Clown. So
Yeah, it was like July 24th to the 27th or something like that.
Yeah, 24th, 25th, 26th. You can
Okay.
stay till the 27th. I'll be there.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that sounds good.
That's always fun, Yeah, because everyone so far is still on, all the guests and everything, so we're good. Everyone's
Well, that's
excited.
good.
So Felissa Rose, we talked to her. She just shot a movie on Zoom with some bigger director.
I
still-
filmed a movie on Zoom.
Yeah, like they did everybody else's parts on Zoom, and they're putting it together.
Oh, so maybe it's like one of those unfriended movies, kind of like what we did with Compatible, where it's like all interaction, all on the computer and stuff.
Yeah, it could be something like that. But
We could actually, that's a smart idea. I mean, you got another month at least of this, just
right.
get a few people.
So let me know if you want to collaborate on something. I have a lot of celebrities and stuff that would probably do it.
Oh yeah, see, just be like, hey, here's, just do it, and yeah, I mean, pretty much, yeah.
Right.
What was there any inspiration behind the Clown Motel, or is it just like something popped in your head and you're like, let's do this?
So I didn't get into horror films till later. Maybe when I was 16 or something. My first horror movie was The Ring, so that was pretty cool. I actually didn't know it was a horror film. I thought it was like a wedding film or something. It was PG-13.
Oh, you mean the Gore Verbinski Ring or the original Ring?
The original 2000. Yeah, no, it was probably 2000.
Okay, it was a Japanese movie before.
Yeah, no, I think it was the American one, 2000.
Oh, okay, yeah. So yeah, with Naomi Watts and stuff. Yeah.
Naomi Watts.
Yeah.
Gore Verbinski directed that.
Oh, really?
Our friend Vince Lozano, right?
That's
yeah,
cool.
he worked on Pirates of the Caribbean with Gore.
Oh yeah, and we had Local, the Small Pirates. I think if you saw the first Clown Motel, he was in Pirates of the Caribbean for I think the whole franchise.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, no, so I pretty much, got into horror. All my films so far have been pretty much horror. I'm going to branch out shortly. First time clowns, but I traveled across country 10 times already. And when I was traveling across, I went from Las Vegas to where was it? Just going down towards LA and stuff, and you pass the Clown Motel in the middle of nowhere. And, I just stayed there for a few days, read the town history, gold mine. There was caves. And there was actually a whole cemetery right there. And some of the people, about 20 to 30, actually died from a gold mine fire back in 1910. So I was trying to base half the movie on, the town history and stuff.
Yeah.
That's awesome, actually.
That is really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got. I want to see. I haven't seen it yet. I have to see it because I did see Clown Fear, but I have to see Clown Motel.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna probably do a live screening this weekend also, just online, because I've been doing one like once a week while this campaign's going.
Okay.
But I think I'm gonna try to do one where I'm actually watching it, like you could actually see me watch it, because I was just doing audio before. So.
Oh, that's cool. Let us know. We'll log on because we're home.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm home. He's home at his place. It's good. So, what have you been doing during this quarantine? Keep you busy.
I mean, yeah, just pretty much all pre-production writing.
Oh.
I got 2 more scripts I'm trying to get done. I got this Western script. It was actually done in 1975 by someone else, but I got it passed on to me, and it's based on 1775, true story, Native American Indian. But the way they wrote back in like 1970s, it's not like little dialogue things. It's like whole paragraphs and stuff. So I have to go back and like modify everything. And I told the daughter's owner, who's partners with me, I'm going to keep the story and everything pretty much like 95% the same. So keep the creative aspect, just reformat it to today's aspects.
Awesome.
Nice.
That's cool.
FYI, I play good cowboy.
Oh yeah.
Down to it, sir. Yeah.
He's really good.
I've done
Actually,
it a few times.
Jim, I cast him as lead in a couple of my movies before he moved out here.
Oh, nice.
Yes, I'm the reason he's a starving actor. One of the reasons, he does a lot on his.
Amongst many things, I tell you. Thanks,
So,
thanks,
yeah.
Tommy.
So everyone messes with their hair because you can see yourself. So on the Zoom, you see everyone doing.
Oh yeah. I just gotta put the softbox down more. I just got off with a phone call, like literally 2 minutes before I got, in touch with you guys, and I have something at 2:30. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're just talking about how everything's going. We're supposed to shoot this movie, Bleeding Dark, in July, but I think we have to move Clown Motel till then.
Yeah.
So then we're talking about just switching it up, doing that next year, and doing one of his films in later October, because they want to do it in Tennessee with, the old the corns and all that, and Halloween and the haunts and all that. So.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Awesome.
Good thing.
So your partner is Angela, right? Is Angela your partner?
She's my manager. Yeah. Business partner.
Okay. It's cool. No, she's
for any rumors now.
No, all right. I totally didn't mean. So are you involved in Appetite for Sin? Is that part you?
Yeah, yep. So that's Appetite for Sin. So we're supposed to do a Bleeding Dark right after Clown Motel, but since we're going to switch it up and do October, I think I'm going to move Appetite for Sin after Clown Motel, which is good because we originally were supposed to shoot that in August. So if we could still shoot that in August and September, and then shoot the other one in October, we'll be doing pretty good. And then we have another one lined up November, December, and then I'm just trying to figure everything out right now. So.
Let me know. I'm here to help. Any production stuff, anything you need, let me know.
Yeah, now you're in LA for what, the last 3 months or so?
I've been in LA since last June, so it's coming.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Almost a year.
Yeah. So I love it here.
You guys know each other from Detroit? From
Actually, you know how we know each other? Through Eileen D.
Craigslist. Oh, yeah.
Okay. She's an Appetite for Sin.
She's great. She knows so many people, and she's so kind to put people together. That's part of what she loves to do.
Yeah, she's really good.
Yeah, she's a little sweet, crazy little lady. I just love her.
Yeah, I think she's like on 75% of my projects this year.
But she's good at generating all the excitement and stuff.
Yeah, she's
invites
fun.
me to all the premieres. I go to a lot of the premieres with her.
She's fun to work with. I remember in Compatible, we're shooting 75% of this movie in this mansion, 6,000 square foot mansion in Colorado. So everyone's lodging there, staying there, and we're shooting seated in the basement. Like, okay, quiet on set, and then Eileen's just walking in the kitchen, just making food, chopping things up. And I'm like, Eileen, and then she just tries to do everything slower.
So funny.
Yeah,
It's good. Yeah, we're gonna do another interview with her, I think, because we did already. But no, that's how we know each other, through Eileen. But we found out we know a lot of the same people.
Yeah. It's crazy how small of a world the movie business, the film industry,
especially when you
is.
have the niche of horror,
Yeah.
So that's part of why all of us kind of have a little shorthand with everything.
Yeah.
So
I think
Sherry Davis is in a bunch of your movies, right?
Yeah, I think she got her way into about 75% of my films as well.
Okay, because I know she went back to work.
She did for nursing, yeah, but that paused too because it was actually for Botox and stuff.
Yeah.
So she did get a couple offers to actually go to nursing and stuff, but just with the situation and her kid and stuff, she doesn't want to do that, which I don't blame her right now.
Right, because I saw a video with her and it was just it was heartbreaking because she's when you're a nurse, it's like a calling,
Yeah, and it's crazy too because in the middle of this, they just have to move out. Actually, I think by tomorrow.
Oh.
So it's
because she sold her house or something, right?
Yeah, they rented it out. They signed the lease, and it was pretty much a week before all this happened. And then the people moving in still want to move in at that date. I don't know why.
Oh man, I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want to move from where I'm at. I just want to settle, right?
Yeah.
No, but no, that's cool. I like her. She's great. So, and do you know Felissa then?
No, I know Sherry's good friends with her. I know some of my friends, I think Dave Bailey and, a few of my other friends are familiar. Me, not so much. I haven't gone to too many conventions. That's one thing I'm going to hope to do. And, 2020, I was going to say 2019, but it's past that. 2020, 2021. As things get more settled down too, because, before I was just pretty much like with Clown Motel was killing me. Because pretty much every paycheck in post-production, I was just like paying, off and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have time to travel or do anything else. But yeah, now things will start to get easier, hopefully. So.
Yeah.
It will. Yeah, it definitely will.
No, I think that your stuff still, you're not going to have any trouble with stuff because people need content and you're able to deliver it during this time. That's amazing.
Yeah.
So it's cool. So thank you so much. I know that you are, running
time.
interviews.
Yeah, we can give him some time to get ready for the next call, Mr.
Why don't you talk
Mr.
more
Busy.
talk about the Clown Motel 2, the perks that people get if they.
Yeah. No, so the perks I'm trying to get, because I just, want people to get involved in stuff. So just for $25, you get, your name in the credits, which is pretty cool. The digital copy of the movie, the script, and some artwork. So that's the going perk right now. You get the Blu-ray special edition, $50. I think I have some perks where you could be, $300, you could be a featured extra clown. So that's pretty cool. And even I think as low as $700 to $1,000 where you could actually be killed on screen too.
I like that. Yeah.
Those your special effects. I'm sorry.
Oh, special effects guy?
Yeah.
So then I think, do you guys know Joe Castro?
Yeah, I know Joe. He's great.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so he worked with us on the Clown Motel afterwards in post-production, doing all the visual effects on the computer. This time around, he's going to help us at least with the Los Angeles shoots locally, doing all the special effects. I know we have a big practical effects scene with Tony Moran, a 2-day shoot in Lancaster, the first Michael Myers. So that's going to be a big one he's going to help us out with. And we're going to try to bring him to Boulder City for a day or two if we can manage that. But,
Oh, yeah, because Tony, I love Tony. But he's a kisser. He tried to kiss, he chases me around and kiss me. So don't let him kiss people. I'm
glad he didn't try that on me.
Oh, he's got soft lips. You're good.
I don't know. Yeah.
So
kissing everybody.
I know Tommy. I know you did Jingles and a bunch of other horror films, and you were on Motor City Nightmares. And then how about for? Do you go by James or Jim?
I go by James, but I mean she calls me Jim or Jimmy all the time. But yeah, when I introduce myself, it's kind of a long story actually. My name's very common, Jim Lewis. So when I moved to California, IMDb had like 11 Jim Lewises, so I had to get used to them. Like, okay, I'm gonna start going into the rooms and saying, "Hi, I'm James Lewis," instead of Jim Lewis, because I'm like, so I started calling myself James, and then it's still a common name, so I changed everything to my full name on IMDb, to James Arthur Lewis. It's a whole thing, man.
Yeah.
I just wanted to try to stand out without changing my whole name completely.
Yeah, no, I had to do that. I didn't have to change my name, but Joe Kelly's also the writer who did the original Deadpool comics and wrote Big Hero 6.
Oh, that's cool, though.
Yeah, so I never took credit for that, but I took credit for, I don't know if you know Joe Kelly, the pitcher. He was on the Red Sox, and now he's on the Dodgers. Yep. So my name's Joe Kelly. I'm the same height and stuff. I was on the TV show Pitch. We were filming in San Diego at the stadium, and then we're in the back, and they're doing a whole rave right there. And then they're like, "Hey, you want to come up, VIP and stuff?" And then my friend texted him, "Yeah, Joe Kelly will be right there." So the whole time they thought I was Joe Kelly, the pitcher. They're giving me all these free drinks, VIP treatment. The guy scanning me was like, "I met your parents once." I'm like, "Okay."
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's so awesome, man.
It's a good story.
Yep.
Oh no, that's cool. So, how close are you to finishing the Kickstarter? Is it like right there?
Yeah, we're about 85% there, 6 days. Good. So I know we're in good hands. I think with my Clown Motel, the first Kickstarter, we did 50,000. So within the last day too, I think we raised like 5,000 or 6,000. So just even in the last day, it just, hits us good. So we're just trying to get it, to be safe and stuff. So, and you won't get charged till the end of the campaign. So you have a week to get your stimulus checks and you'll be good.
That's perfect. So everyone go Clown Motel 2 Kickstarter. Go and invest or just join, be part of it, buy a video, get a death scene, whatever.
Right after this.
Yes, right after this. Go
I'm
on.
going to donate my last $25 to Clown Motel, baby. See you on the streets.
Yes. So thank you so much again for this. I know it was a quick thing, but we would love to have you back again so that we can continue all of this and just build up everything that we're doing because people want to know about this because I know the people at our show love clowns. That's like
Tommy and James, I really appreciate it too, and I know like Eileen's involved too. So I mean, if you ever have capabilities of doing a four-way, if that sounds like that.
I didn't say it this time. Yeah, we can do that.
Fantastic, Joseph.
Because part of what we're gonna do trivia and stuff, and maybe like a cosplay contest. So we're gonna have like, a whole bunch of little things that we do.
Yeah, I could dress up, you know.
Nice. All right. Thank you so much, Joseph. I will be in touch with you soon. Okay.
All right, sounds good, guys. Thanks a lot.
2020 out. Talk to you soon, brother.
Adios. Yeah. Bye.
Bye.